Okay, my initial goal here, I have the bed is like made in the way I would fix it right before I climb into it at night. So this is how it's made. Today I want to get my bedroom, the upstairs full bathroom, and well, I want to get way more done than this, but where I'm going to start, my priorities. My bedroom, which includes packing it and packing for the Airbnb that the girls and I and Jabari are going to stay in for the last 5 days before closing. So what did I say? So my bedroom, yes, pack for the Airbnb, pack to move, pack the linen closet, and we'll just be living out of a box. And it was so great. I had already told my family, look, what I thought of is we could just pack it, keep the lid off, live out of the box, and then when we go or when it's done, you just put the lid on, it goes in the tractor trailer. And then a couple of you said the same thing. So I was like, okay, must be right then. I also want to get the full bath packed up, which pretty much is just cleaners. So I'm going to get started on that, and then I'm sure I'll be ready for a break. And then after my break, we'll see what we can do. This is what I want you to think about. It's something I've been thinking about all morning. All of us, no matter our energy levels, we have a time of the day when we're in the green, which means our most amount of energy, a time of the day where we're in the yellow, where we're kind of tired, but we can get some things done. And then we have a time of the day when we're in the red, when we are just done. A lot of times we think of, you might have heard the adage of spoons, right? Each spoon representing an activity that you have the energy to do. It could be taking a shower, it could be doing the dishes. But beyond that, you also have times of the day where it would be best to use most of your spoons. Because if you don't, and you let it go toward, like if you're a morning person and you leave all those tasks to evening, they're not going to get done. So I know my highest energy is green, even though, to be honest with you, I have been awake since 2:30 in the morning and it's like 9 right now. So my day is already feeling pretty old. So I'm going to do that. And then my husband, his back has kind of gone out, or he's having a lot of pain, a pinched nerve or something. So he's going to drive our daughter to work because he can put the seat heat on and have kind of a heating pad on his back as he drives. I was going to have him go to Goodwill, but now I'm just going to put the stuff for Goodwill at the end of my driveway with a free sign and hope that the neighbors want what I have. I'll probably post a picture on our neighborhood site. So that gives you some ideas for yourself, whatever you have to do. If you can't get to donation, maybe the end of your driveway is an option too. And as you think about how you spend your spoons, make sure that you understand the green, yellow, red light analogy so that you're putting your spoons in the right part of the day. So let's use some green energy. And then when we get to the yellow energy, my husband and I are going to get some paperwork, hopefully the last of the paperwork done, and contacting the people we need to contact. So here we go for some motivation again today. Also, no makeup, redness, hello, reality, freckles, age spots, and paint shirt. Let's see, where can I show you my paint shirt? Paint shirt, holes in it, holy shirt, pajama pants, but we're getting the thing done, right? There is a box in here I neglected. So this one, for some reason, is empty. Okay, this one's full. This one, for some reason, I neglected when I was going through clothing. That's where I found the purple shirt I thought I lost. So I'm going to go through this, see if there's anything I need to declutter. And I'm going to be separating things out as to coming to the Airbnb with me or being packed. What is going to be interesting is when we do the Airbnb, we'll have 4 of us, adult women, and a little baby. And so we're going to have to pack very light because we have one SUV to pack all the baby furniture, all our stuff, and to be able to spend, they'll be in the Airbnb for, well, we'll actually be in the Airbnb for a week. It's 5 days before I close here, but it'll be a week total that we're in the Airbnb. That enables me to close here one day, then close the next day in Vermont, go clean the condo, Just wipe it down. It's not really dirty. The floors are dirty, but you know, I just want to wipe it down, disinfect it, and then have someone help us move the next day. I'm going to take these jeans, I think, just in case. And then have everybody move everybody in as far as furniture-wise, get boxes organized, and then bring everybody there. These I've been keeping in case I lose weight, so they're going to be donated. This is, I'm keeping, okay, this is a bathing suit top. I am going to get rid of that. I know it's too small. It's when I was thinner, so sad. Okay, so this I put under dresses, so I'm going to keep that. They're bike shorts. Hello, chub rub, be gone. This I sometimes put under dresses, so I'll keep that. It doesn't take that much space. So I got to think about, am I going to church while I'm in the air? No, I'm not going to church, so that stuff can be packed. So I have Goodwill, Airbnb, and then packing. So I have got to put a box together, but I kind of want to see how much I have first, so I can properly judge what size box, even though my stuff's on a hanger and it's all like in a garbage bag and I can just hang it up. I am still going to use a box because I just think it'll go easier and fit better in the trailer. So these things are all being packed. When children sometimes scream outside, it scares me. Okay, this is a pajama top I will take with me to the Airbnb. Another t-shirt I will take. This I do not need to take, but I'm keeping. And this one. So even still, I found a pair of pants and a bathing suit shirt to donate. All right, and now let's go through my pajamas. Actually, yeah, they must be in the laundry. Am I gonna bring my favorite pair? Because I'd love to see if I have space, because if I keep these out and pack those, okay, underwear and socks. I don't need those big fat socks. I don't need nylons. Any underwear, any bras will come to the Airbnb with me, as well as matching socks. That's not even mine. That's Yvonne's. Sometimes our laundry gets all screwy. So socks are coming. I just need to make sure I have a week's worth. Don't need that. All right, I must have some socks in the laundry. So these socks can all go here. All right. And then it's time to put a box together, and I gotta bring this down for Yvonne. What I have been doing is when I get to my yellow light energy, that's when I've been editing the videos for you guys. So what I've been doing is filming every day and then trying to get a video up every other day. So the videos will last longer, but that is what I have time for editing wise. But the plus is, if I can't film at the Airbnb or when I'm in Massachusetts with my daughter-in-law who is recovering from surgery, then you'll still have videos. All right, so I'm thinking if I put shoes in here, then I am going to need a medium-sized box, because I have boxes that look like this for my shoes. Did I already pack those? They must be in this big box. I already packed them. This is the what mattress my husband will be on when we pack the bed. Is this why we labeled? Oh yeah, I did. I packed the shoes. Okay, so let's just see. So this is the clothes that are not going to the Airbnb, and I saved out a dress to wear to church tomorrow. I actually saved out a pair of pants too that I don't need, so I'm going to grab those. Alright, so let's move over here. One thing that I try to remind myself when I'm traveling, I always do my best not to forget anything. But if I do forget something, there are stores there. If I had to go to a store and get something, why, that is certainly a possibility. Alright, this one doesn't take up much space, so I think I am going to take this with me to the Airbnb, and if I can't fit everything in there, then I can just take it back out. And then these were the things I also marked out to go with me. I'm using my bathrobe daily, but we will see if it fits. If my bathrobe doesn't fit, I'm wearing it in the car. Here's this rope for it. I don't use the tie usually. I think where is my oh, I have it downstairs in a laundry basket. Oh boy. So many things, you guys. So many things. And then I'm going to pack hangers in with my clothes. So if you see me all wrinkled as we go forward here, remember I am... Oh, you know what? Am I going to wear this tomorrow to church? If so... I need to pull out what goes under it. Okay. Let's put this aside because I am going to church tomorrow. And I packed my shoes. You know, it's just not perfect, is it? I need to find my shoes. Whoa, as I trip over an air mattress. And this one sweatshirt I am taking. Remind me to love like Jesus. I definitely need more sweatshirts this year. Okay, that was a great roll. I could maybe wear my jeans tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. I'll wear jeans. And then that means I can pack that dress. I am not getting out that garbage bag to put this in the garbage bag. I am just packing it like this. All right. All right, that's the easiest thing to do. So this is what I'm wearing to church tomorrow. Okay. And now I need to go get my bathrobe, and there's some towels in that too. And let me gather decor. I'm going to leave the picture on the wall for now. I'm going to get my husband's help. I probably need to get more bubble wrap for that. I need to talk to him about how I am packing that since it's like monstrous. But I can gather other decor. These are going in my box. And then I do want to keep this and this. These will go as smaller boxes because of the weight. Hopefully I won't ruin this. It's a fake plant. I mean, if I ruin it, I ruin it, but hopefully I won't. Now for my little end table drawers, what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to tape them shut. It'll go as is, and then I'll take the tape off when I get there. So anything that I store in there stays in there. All right, so I'm just going to put this little bit of decor in here, and then I'll be gathering around the house. Oh yes, I can also grab what's in the bathroom and put that in here too. I'm just going to put home decor on that label. I'm not going to put individual ones because honestly, well, other than the little thing I have in the bathroom that you put like cotton balls in, which I don't even know if I'll use that again, but I might. I mean, I'd like to, but you just don't know how you're going to feel at the other place. Plus, I'll have 2.5 baths instead of 1.5 bath. So more bathrooms, but I don't quite remember what the vanity looks like there. Or the walls even, and I'll have, there's like literally no linen closet. So the wall vertical space might be a lot more utilitarian than what I'm used to. It'll be fun. Those will be some fun videos trying to figure out where I'm putting my stuff, right? I need more bubble wrap today, for sure. For sure and for certain. This one I'm just going to roll in what's left. Okay, now let's go get the decor out of the bathroom, which is not breakable. Well, no, it's not breakable. I need to buy some of the little hand soaps that you can get at like Dollar General. I'll do that today, and then I can empty these to Kat. But this is what I was thinking of, as well as these. So I'm glad I use thumbtacks because it doesn't even show up on the wallpaper. I way prefer thumbtacks over, I'm just throwing the thumbtacks away. I have more thumbtacks. I way prefer thumbtacks over command strips or nails, just because they don't show as much. Okay. So these are plastic. And you know, I'm doing the best I can with the packing, but if things get broken, they get broken. And then that's just another declutter. Honestly, my value in things right now is pretty low. Okay, obviously more can fit in here, but I don't want to go downstairs and collect more decor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to abandon this for the moment, and I'm going to go and deal with the linen closet since it is also upstairs. While I am doing this little bit of work, I wanted to share with you that one of our close friends in the comment section, in fact, it's Allie who does the moderating when I go live. Her daughter, Francesca, has thyroid cancer, and there is a GoFundMe set up for her because she does really have a financial need. I'm going to put the link for her GoFundMe in my description box as well as in the first comment. If you feel led to share, any amount is so very helpful. You know, if you think of 3,000 people watching this video, that if everybody even donated $1, or then that would be $3,000. You know, what if everybody donated $10? So anything in between there, like anything helps. And I will share that link in case you are, you feel led to do that. I'm sure you can understand it's very stressful to think about your child having cancer and having a family and all of the things. So if you could just check out her GoFundMe, read her story, and do as you feel led. That needs to come out and go in my room. This one I'm going to use and then pack the one I have in there now. It's a bath mat rug. So I'm going to take that out, and then all this is getting packed. And then, like, for example, this I'm not packing because it's not mine. It belongs to Crecia. That belongs to Yvonne. This I am going to, let's see, I'm going to take the stuff out, and I am going to donate this little unit. And then I will leave this because it is the wallpaper we used in the bathroom in case they want more. So that will be for the next owner. I'll need to go through like this random stuff. This I'm just throwing away. I never use these anymore. They're the dry Swiffer sheets. So that's coming right out. And then that seems almost empty. And, oh, that's right, the cat. So that can be packed. And then I can donate this box. These will stay right in their box for now. And these boxes. I'm going to do a small box for cleaners, a small box for hand towels and face cloths. The hand towels and face cloths will probably get combined with the towels when the move actually happens. But for now, the towels will go in a medium box. And then we do have some towels that are, oh, I forgot my small box, that are in the laundry as well. This I need to put with my medications. I'm decluttering the boxes. They don't fit in my cardboard box anyway, so I'm not planning to bring these with me. And then the bath rug will go on the bottom. As I do laundry, it just gets put right back in the box. And I've got way more towels than what's here. These are extra clothes when guests are over. I am bringing them. And then this we're going to put in the bathroom. So, this I need to quick deal with. So we'll put these in. We'll put these in there. Also for me to deal with. This I'm decluttering. We never use this. Coming out. And this is coming to Vermont, so this is coming out. This is my water pick. This is my water pick that someday I'm going to actually use. So I'm going to put this with my clothing. Which makes no sense except that there's room. Alright, so this is like tampons, pads, and then my husband and I's toiletries. So, I do think it's appropriate to put my toiletries in a little box until we actually go. Let's pick the cleanest one. Which is this one. And then I'll put the feminine products in another. I don't feel like, let's see, that. I do really like this. I'm going to keep that. It actually goes with the countertops. But I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. And random bar of soap. What's wrong with that? Keep that. Get rid of this. All right, so this will go back on the shelf for him and I to use daily. Put that in there. Oh, this I'll pack. I'm just going to go ahead and pack it with my stuff. All right, and now I'm going to transfer these feminine products to here. And then get rid of the boxes, and I can get rid of this. And then I need to find out like where people are in their cycles. Honestly, are you going to need this stuff? All right, so that will go back in there, and then I can take these little stickers off. And this is going to go at the end of the driveway with a free sign today. Hopefully. That's the plan. Alright, and this is trash. goes back. Now I just need to box up cleaners. Once I've boxed up cleaners, I'll show you what we got. Alright, so window cleaner, mattress cleaner. Oops. It's all the cleaners here. And in here, I know I have too many shower cleaners, but they're coming. This I'll leave on the back of the toilet. And then this and this. Whoa. When you have stuff like this, toss it in the dishwasher. Trust me. And then this can also go in the back of the toilet. Actually, no, that's not a bad idea. And then I use this on the tub, this on the tub. Alright, these two are going in the box because the whole point is to take them out of the box when you need to use them. I just got to remember that. Alright, I'm going to leave these for the next owner because our tub drain has issues. And then I'm going to throw away this. It's really old. And I don't know if anyone uses this, so I'll keep it for right now. And this must be my husband's. I'll put it with his stuff. This could use a scrub, but I do want to keep it. At some point, I'll probably give these a quick, actually, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'm going to get these a quick wipe, but actually it looks pretty clean. Okay, quick declutter. This brace is too narrow for me. I'm going to get rid of that. This is almost empty. We'll get rid of that. No one takes these fiber gummies. This is expired. This is not expired. Bug spray. I'm going to keep the deep woods. Get rid of the other two. I have to get a trash bag over here. I just bought new ones of these and I can't even see an expiration date. It's ripped off. Get rid of that. This is mostly first aid. So the first aid stuff I'm going to keep. This is cat shampoo. Keep that. Unisom sleep gels. You know what? I might try these tonight. Keep that. Soap needs to go with soap. Anti-itch cream will keep. These bandages will keep. Iron. Ferrous sulfate. Yeah, I'll keep that. Thermometer. And then the little alcohol prep pads. Did you notice sniff those when you feel nauseous? And then Neosporin. Keep that. And then I know I have more medications downstairs, so I'm going to keep what I'm keeping in this box for now. It'll probably get packed, but for now. And then when I bring up the other stuff or maybe I'll bring this down. That's what I'll do. I'll bring this downstairs. And then the stuff I have downstairs that's like medication, I will add to it. So it'll be like medication and first aid together. Okay. What I love about moving is, you know, they always say it's better to declutter rapid fire. And when you're moving, it makes it so much easier to declutter rapid fire. Okay, so this is trash and this is donate. Here is my keep pile, and this was full, so that's good. Towels for showers are in here, which I definitely have more than this, but the laundry needs to be put away. And then hand towels, face cloths, cleaners, feminine products. Stuff for donation is here. Trash is here. The stuff I'm keeping, but it all needs to be washed. So I'm taking that down to get that started, taking down the donations. And then even though it is 10:15, I'm going to get myself lunch because this is what happens to me when I get up at 2:30 in the morning is I get super hungry. So I ate breakfast at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm definitely hungry at 10. While I eat, I'm going to watch Kimmy from the Wads because it's Saturday for me. You know, have you noticed, it's interesting, I get like hooked on a channel, and I love homemaking channels that are a little bit of everything. And it's interesting because I'll get hooked on someone who either does vlogging or homemaking, like all of the things, cleaning, organizing, decluttering, crafting. They're just showing all the things. And it's interesting how many people have kind of come and gone. Some people, they are not putting up videos or very rarely putting up a video. Some have narrowed their niche, as they say. So they used to be homemaking and now they're predominantly cooking. I've been watching a little bit more of She's in Her Apron because now she's doing a little bit more vloggy style, where she was more about home or food preservation, stockpiling, and some cooking. But it is interesting how you see people come and go. So I'm always looking for new channels that I'm going to like that have a variety. Do you find that to be true too? That you just, every once in a while, you've got to look for new channels because the people that you were watching, they change, you can't relate to them anymore, or they niche down to something you're not necessarily interested in. Yeah. I don't necessarily unsubscribe because, like, for She's in Her Apron, I wasn't watching her, but now that she's doing the vlogging, I'm glad I subscribed because then I can see what she is posting when I go to my subscriptions, when I click on subscriptions. But anyway, it is definitely break time. It's 10:17 and I need something to eat and I need to just take a break. So getting things out of the way. My husband is going to come down and he is going to pick out the books he wants to keep. And the rest will be decluttered. In order to help him, I thought I would set him up a little station. Since his back is bothering him, I didn't want him bending. So I got a table and I put a box on it. We'll get some boxes for him. And I was trying to encourage him to go ahead and do the top shelves and then to sit down for the bottom shelves, but to be honest, he did not listen to me. He did find this box. He wants smaller boxes, of course, because you don't want to have these big boxes with books in them because they get so darn heavy. So this one has some little tools and odds and ends in it, so he did go through and declutter that first. And one of the things I said to encourage him as he was belaboring a few of those little things is, can you buy it and replace it for under $20 if we're going to need it again? Which honestly, we probably won't even need it again. But that did seem to help him, and he was able to get that box emptied. This was kind of a quiet process, so that's why you don't have the sound. He's just kind of going through his books. I'm trying to stay as available as I can, and then I'm going to end up finding my own little project to do, and I will show you the progress that I made on my project too at the end of this, so stay tuned. So he has been collecting and saving books ever since he was in college. The interesting story was he was not a reader growing up, and he had read like one, maybe two books all the way through by the time he graduated from high school. But going to Bible college, a flame was lit in him, a flame to learn. And ever since then, he has loved his books. And so, honestly, if he had chosen to save all of them, I think we would have figured it out. But this is something he really wanted to do. We both want to be minimal. We both want to have the freedom to travel and move. I mean, I don't know what the future brings. We don't know. Maybe we'll move again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just stay put. Maybe we'll travel. Maybe we won't. There is a lightness that comes when you get rid of things that are no longer serving you, even if you think they might serve you in the future. There is just a lightness that comes that's hard to describe. And it's why you see people, they'll start a decluttering journey. And once they get started and really get going, then the momentum builds and they keep going and going and going. And pretty soon, other people around them are thinking they might be, a little loopy or they might be minimalist. And it's really just because you cannot express or predict how light it's going to feel. So as you see my husband with a pained look on his face, it's really because his back is killing him. I tried to get him to sit in a chair right now, but he just wanted to get it done.
So I understand that, that drive to just get it done. I'm trying to help him as much as I can. So I was staying in earshot, and if I felt like he needed my help, I came over. But sometimes me being there isn't a good help, and I have to be very careful not to be like, well, why are you keeping that one? Well, why aren't you keeping that one? I have a connection to these books too. They've definitely been a part of our life over the past 30 years. And I also went to Bible college. We went to Bible college together. So some of them are books that we've had ever since then. And I have chosen not to keep my printed books. I am not one to revisit a book once I have read it, and I understand that about myself. And honestly, hopefully, my husband understands that if he gets rid of a book that he regrets, we can purchase it again. It's not that the end of the world. It's not like he can never have that book again. But it's satisfying to know you could be passing them on to people that can really use them. I will say time is short, and it's a little bit harder to donate with intention, but you just have to trust that these are going to get in the right hands. So as he goes and he finds things that either aren't his or are things he'd like to throw away, he's handing them to me, and I'm taking care of them, and he is just taking care of the actual books. And so this was kind of a first pass. And then when he gets to the place where he packs them in an actual box, he will do another pass as well and pare it down even further. He was estimating that he would keep like 15 books, and he is definitely keeping more than 15 books, but that is fine. And then some of those books left on the shelf are commentaries. I probably will box those up. We were going to give those to my son, who's a pastor. He had said he would take any commentaries, and so we will do that for him. You're going to hear it in a minute. I'm going to give you a little sound bite because my husband was getting rid of books and he was like, I'm going to regret that. I'm going to regret that. So every book he put down, he was like, I'm going to regret that. It's like, no, you're not. We can replace them. We can get them again. Some of those are class notes from classes that he took, and I think that was why. But even in one circumstance, we contacted one of our professors, and he said, actually, I put all of your theology classes bound in one book. I'll send one to you. And he did. And so that made it so much easier. So do you see me bring in boxes back and forth? I'm putting all packed boxes that are ready to go by the stairs so that when people have come to help us move, they can just take them from the bottom of the stairs. And also it means we can start taking apart the shelves that we are on, because they will be going in our garage, in our condo, even if it's only temporary.
I'm going to regret this, but I'm doing it. I'll regret this.
That's so wrong.
Also, I'm laughing because I understand, and he knows that. Oh, goodness. It's hard. Tell me in the comments section below, what would you say has been your hardest declutter so far? I would say this is probably his. Also, he is going, I hope I'm not spoiling it. I can't remember if we deal with it in this video or not. He's finally getting rid of his trophies. That is also a very big deal. That's more of his sentimental clutter, where I have already kind of dealt with my sentimental clutter already. And once you start letting go of things that are sentimental to you, that also gets very much easier, because you realize once you get rid of something and you don't actually miss it, even if it's tied to a memory, even if it's tied to a family member, it isn't the family member. And I think sometimes when we own something that belonged to a family member, that can get confusing. And I have to say, it has gotten confusing to me in the past. But once I let those things go, it did not diminish the memories at all. And I felt the relief of not having to carry that emotional baggage, not having to revisit it every time I opened that box. Because what happens is, if you're trying to lessen your inventory, you're going to be going through those boxes over and over, and you're remaking that decision over and over. Talk about decision fatigue. You don't need to make the same decision every 6 months. It just felt so good, honestly, to let those things go. And once he's done with the books, we're heading over to the outdoor tools, and I just need him to tell me what he thinks we should keep and what he thinks we should let go of. And then I can take it from there. In fact, my daughter Crecia carried all the things we were getting rid of up the stairs for us. Thankfully, she's strong. Honestly, that girl could be a great hiker. She's going to love Vermont and doing some hiking in Vermont. But she really helped us by bringing that stuff up the stairs, and we're super thankful that she was able to do it.
Is there anything, we're not going to touch anything, we're just talking.
Yeah.
Is there anything here we're getting rid of?
No, I took the chainsaw off that I was selling, so
All
I
right,
was
is
going
there
to keep the electric one.
Anything here we're getting rid of?
Probably this, because it goes, well, actually, if you get rid of all of that.
Do we have a leaf blower that we're bringing?
Leaf blower, well, yeah, we got this one up here.
Okay, so we'll get rid of this one.
Yeah.
This
And then
is,
that one, too.
get rid of that one. Okay,
Unless we,
I'm not saying you can't sell it, I'm just saying.
I wanted to keep the motor off of that, but I wanted to get rid of the rest of it.
You've got a bunch of crap there. Do you think straps and ropes and...
Right, that was in a box. I don't know.
I know.
Somebody took the box
Yeah.
or something.
Yep, I can combine it because there's plenty of room
I mean, we
here.
can put them out at the road and see if anybody takes them.
Okay, these are all car chemicals. Do you want them? Or will we rebuy them?
We'd probably rebuy them, but
How about
at the
this
same point,
down here?
it's in a
You're probably keeping
container.
that stuff, right? Or no?
The jacks, I mean, I technically need a new jack. We don't, I don't know if those chains fit the Traverse.
All right, so the only thing we're keeping is the top shelf, is what I'm hearing.
I would say that's true.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll make the rest disappear.
This is stuff he knows he's getting rid of. I don't think he even considered up here, so we'll have to revisit that. While he was busy with the books, this is what I was doing. I was taking stuff that is definitely done and going, like it's as packed as it's going to be, and putting it here. You can see on the other side also. That means this shelf is now empty and it can be taken apart. I'm going to duct tape it all together. And then this shelf is empty, same thing. I'm going to need help though. This shelf is empty. It was right there, but I was sweeping out behind it. And then this shelf is nearly empty. That's trash. That's trash. Those are the books he thinks he's keeping. Those don't include the ones that are on the shelf in the upstairs living room, which I'm sure he's also keeping. I can't wait to see you next time for more packing, decluttering, and cleaning. Remember, God loves you. I love you too. Can't wait to see you next time.